What's going on, tribe? Welcome to Empress Ebony's Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Ebony. My father named me that. I'm not here to play a character or put on the internet facade for you all. I am a human. Well, I'm a soul and I'm a human, but I'm a soul having a human experience, just like you are. This channel is for those that are about their self mastery, meaning minding your business, focusing on your betterment and your overall love of self. Now we got that out of the way. Welcome back, tribe. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. The energy that I'm feeling around is like real transformative. You know what I mean? Like y'all really transforming and making things happen. Some of us, or y'all, I'm gonna say us too. Yeah, some of us have had some real good wins, or are coming up on some real good wins from what I'm feeling. This one I don't really have too many intuitive messages, but for the one that's gonna be done later, ooh wee. But I'm just gonna do a spread right quick. Just tap in, check in with the tribe, because I've just been doing shorts lately. So let's get some, you know, happenings on what's really going on, what we need to know for our betterment. Let's try to know for our betterment. We got Rowan. This came out in the pre-shuffle, but that to me is collective energy as well as collective emotional support within yourself. Like your different aspects are learning how to commingle with each other in this relationship inside oneself, and emotions are starting to work together and convene with each other because they have a common goal. It's also giving me teamwork make the dream work, as well as not really being competitive, but in an actual sport. Being competitive because you actually have a team and are on a team and have team sport activities going on in your life. But for those of us that do not, are not doing that, and don't care to do it in our day-to-day life as far as competing in things, it's more or less us learning how to merge and come in synchronize the flow of our emotions. Of course ripples are going to be created, but how do we react to it? We got the surprised boy at the bottom of the deck. He looked like he's saying, "Ooh," so it's giving me kind of like instigative energy. At the very back of the deck, we got the overjoyed little boy. He looks like he's laughing really hard at something, and it could be something, and it feels like it's something simple. It don't take much to get kids of that age laughing. So that's also giving me the energy of us adults needing to be a little more playful in life versus always creating conflict. What else does the tribe need to know? It's about working together and emotional intelligence. I just heard. What else does the tribe need to know? Is there anything else we need to know? We got knitting, focus in reverse. And it's giving me the energy of focusing on the wrong things, not focused at all. Because whether or not you are focused on yourself or others, you're focused on something. So it's, to me, being focused on the wrong things. And then we got glide and soaring. Soaring. It feels to me like rising above, flying above the radar. You know, gliding in, kind of like eagles do on their prey. We got, at the end of the day, like, oh, I think I just fucked up. I wonder who just fucked up. That's great. Spraying shit down, watering yourself, it could be, but spraying shit down is the first thing that came to my mind. Yeah, well manicured is what I just heard. Mm. So it is. There's port. Of course, there's always more than one energy is gonna come out in these things, because there's more than one person watching. So there's definitely a group. Excuse me. Soaring above all the bullshit, working on introspection, working on themselves, focusing inwards. But I feel like they're getting distracted as well with the um, focus in reverse. But we gonna work through that and see why, and figure some things out. Get some advice here on what's going on. Guys, teamwork make the dream work. Working together out here. Got Seven of Swords in reverse. That's really giving me that like as everything is a competition energy. And it's feeling like it's in people's head, and being put there on purpose, for a laugh, for kicks and giggles. I said I said that because of the Page of Cups being at the very back of the deck. Like, it's just more amusement than anything. People not having nothing better to do. Yeah, focus on the wrong things. For those of us that are not in that energy, I'm really feeling as if it's, a delay in making your exit. From some fuckery, or more or less your exit from being a reactionary person, reacting to things, reacting to the ripples versus, learning how to navigate them. We got Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it's really more or less standing firm, though you're already wounded. Like, um, this usually gives me the peacemaster. A peacemaster is someone who, don't really want no smoke, but are prepared for war. You know, they don't really want no smoke because they're, trying to focus on themselves and the energies within them, really feeling like trying to heal through some things, and don't really have the energy or, mind capacity to, deal with the more reactionary crowd, those that want to get a reaction out of you, and find that victorious when, it's something you're going to do day in, day out, but you're not working on the core issues within yourself that make you want to continuously be in competition with others. There's nothing wrong with competition, but create competitions within yourself where you don't, you know, grab and bring others into your delusions of grandeur. If is what I just heard. Let's get something on the unfocused. Current position, 10, excuse me, tempers. So it's still, again, a need for that. But it, to me, feels like it's being redirected, one, in certain folks, but it is being misguided, not really directed towards anything substantial. And it's giving me that energy because it keeps bringing me to the paraglider and comparing that to like the plane. If you want to, get with the how the reactionary crowd would think about things, whereas we're talking about comparisons. So comparing a plane to a paraglider is not gonna be able to travel far distances. They'll be able to, glide only for so long, but eventually they'll have to come down. And if they want to continue upon their, route, it's going to be a start and stop energy, basically. And on the plane, not only do you have assistance, but you have, mechanics and power and drive behind that, and a destination to where you're going, and it won't be, it can possibly be nonstop. Just in a perfect world, if you can catch a flight from, you know, Washington D.C. to, Washington with no stops. You know what I mean? Like, that momentum is going to be so much better than the momentum of the start and stop. And I feel like it's those that are struggling and with misdirection because of what they are focusing on aren't getting that. They're not getting the fact that you can't compete with a plane as a paraglider. It's not happening, and it's asinine to even attempt to. So these competitive natures should, again, as I said, be turned internally to where you're competing with yourself to be better than you were the day before, or the month before, or the year before, or the second before, the situation before, the moment before, because in a sense you're a reactionary, all fire, no water, you know. And for those that are currently in the energy of working through your energies, you're getting distracted. You're getting. I'm hearing. What's that? What'd you say? Shiny object syndrome. I'm getting shiny objects syndrome from that, and it's giving me that with the energy of ideas. So it's like, I got this idea. Ooh, this idea. Instead of writing them down or working through them, if they're realistic and can be worked through in a short amount of time, it's just throwing ideas out there. You're just throwing them out there, so you're focused on something, a goal, but you don't have the precision to choose, to focus on a couple of things that coincide with each other so that the energies are working together towards that common goal, versus taking two totally opposite ideas and trying to work through them, and really thinking that you have the time for it. Yeah. Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Just constantly, that'll just have you constantly on the move. My bad, guys. I got the cards in my hands like y'all can see them. Anyway, like, yeah, so you gotta put some authority behind your action, is what I'm feeling with that. Like, it's giving indecisive energy if you're just throwing darts at the wall. Like, this is, idea after idea after idea after idea, but they're being on opposite spectrums, like air and water. Well, they just brought me to, like, in the clouds and on the ground. You know, they gotta merge together. They have to be able to work together without losing anything, you know, from one another. I hope that's resonating and you understand it. But let's move on to the paragliding. And we need to know with the paragliding. Nine of Pentacles. This is giving me surveying energy. Because with both of these views, you can, excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. I can't catch that. You're kind of faint. Is it? Yeah, you're kind of faint. I can't hear that, but made me lose my whole goddamn train of thought. Lord, talk about views. Yeah, surveying. Yeah, back to that. Surveying the scene is what I'm hearing. From high and low vantage points. Okay, so, and to me, it's more or less with energy, not necessarily money. It could be money, but I'm not getting a whole lot of um, competition for money. Because let's be honest, especially if you're working at a 9 to 5 job, oh, excuse me, how you competing for some money? Most of y'all make the same thing, and if you don't make the same thing, you shouldn't be talking about how much you make at work, for one. Let's just do that. But for those that do, like to dote about how much money they make, one, you're not supposed to do it from an HR perspective. Two, you're just creating more conflict for yourself. You're creating more of the reactionary energy. You pulling more of that, attracting more of that towards yourself, because who cares? Y'all doing the same thing. Y'all all stressed about it, and on top of the gameplay in the competition that's going on outside of yourself instead of inside of yourself, would be in a reactionary energy anyway, thinking everything is just a fucking competition. That's what if, imagine these gentlemen competing with each other. Like, oh, I'm gonna try to go faster than him because I'm in the back. It'll help us propel forward. No, it's not. It's gonna throw off the rhythm, and you're gonna end up hitting sticks with your boy in the front of you, and you gonna rock the little canoe thing because you exerting more energy and you at the back. You know, not knowing, what role to play, how to navigate around the fight. It gave me that, how to navigate around the fight, because of the traditional meaning of the Seven of Swords, where he's trying to escape from battle. And that leads me to the reactionary people as well. You're trying to escape from the battle that you have to and really should fight within yourself to actually get better instead of appear to be better. You are real reactionary and unable to stay afloat. And it's really fucking with your mind. So viewing things high and low, that means trying to even get in touch with your higher self, thinking about what you want to invest your energy in, which side of the coin, because you got open fields. You got seeds of energy that you can plant. You know, you got seeds of energy that you can plant. You're in the stop and go energy, which the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight and one of the slowest moving of all the horsemen in the deck. Because he's at a standstill. His horse ain't even walking. Like, so again, the start and stop energy. So right now you're in the stop energy, but are dead set on comparing for those that have already taken flight. And for those that have already taken flight, your higher perspective is what you need to lean on when thinking about how you want to invest and deposit and where you want to deposit each energy seed that you're planning for yourself for your future growth. You're going to have to, soar higher for that, give yourself that, you know, um, freedom, lean on the courage that comes with taking flight. It's giving me the energy of the earth and air energy, and you already kind of being commingled with each other, and you're currently working on, balancing the fire and the water energy within you, because the water energy is the issue. Is what distracts you when you're attempting to focus on your betterment. Also, your mind and your emotions are at war. But you are moving towards, like I said, learning how to utilize all of them in unison, becoming the magician, the powerful one, is what I heard. Becoming the powerful one, realizing that these infinite ideas that you have can be well, probably not all done, but they're there for a reason. They're happening for your highest good, and you have the decision to make on whether or not you're gonna do each of them, or are some of them just to be shared. Because a lot of us have a lot of ideas, and on some real, all of them ain't for us. It's like, ooh, that's an idea, and usually when you have something like that and it's not meant for you, and you're the messenger, you usually either see the person or feel that person's essence or think about that person who it could be helpful to. But if you're not in a collaborative or a sharing or merging energy, you'll try to keep it and take it on for yourself, causing a difficulty. Like I said, with your ideas being on totally different spectrums, opposite ends. If that don't line up with what it is that you're trying to do, how is it, or why is it in that moment? Because I know it's giving me the feeling that it's annoying me knowing that you thought about the person that it was meant for in some capacity, felt them, thought about them, you know, whatever that happened, but you decided to try to harvest it on your own, and gonna end up bearing no crop. It's not gonna bloom. Probably bring out a little sprout and then gonna start dying on you. It got me bent on the chariot and got me bent on these two. It got me bent on these two. It's okay. You're you're even confused at how you're moving for the reactionary people. Like, eh, what am I really what? You know, she is more like, yeah. Either I just fucked up, I shouldn't have made that move. You know, I shouldn't be going this route. I shouldn't have fucked with them. It's what I just heard. You know, and it's giving me the energy of being on the move and making bad decisions. You know, running away from healing is what I just heard, and they drew me to the little. I can't remember what that symbol is, but it has to do with healing. I know, and I can't really think of the traditional tarot chariot card either. But bottom line is active. Yeah, they just heard. Yeah, active. The chariot is in this scenario is pretty much each energy getting active. The reactive energy getting active, um, and working on themselves instead of being reactive and running from themselves with the Seven of Swords in reverse. And then for the group that is actually working on themselves, it's, you know, getting moving and prioritizing and um, precision um, with your decision making. It brought me back to the short that I did yesterday. Precision in your decision making, and, you know, tailoring in your focus so that, you know, you're focusing on things that merge with each other, that are going to help to build towards that ultimate goal that you want for yourself. Like, you took flight, you just chose the wrong vehicle to take flight with. Now when you come back down, you know, really sit here and think. Now when you come back down, really think and sit, be still for a while to think about how you want to invest these new energy seeds that you're being blessed with. Let's get something on the routine and Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. Uh, the notes from the reading that's going to be done later have a lot to do with Rotimi. So if this is resonating with you in any way, you may want to watch the next reading, because the channel messages and the messages for that have a lot to do with Rotimi, and it made me think of him when I went to clarify the routine and Seven of Swords in reverse. But what do we need to know about that? For what does Benny Blue have to say about the routine and the Seven of Swords in reverse? I love myself exactly as I am. So then there would be no need to compete with anybody, right? Mr. and Mrs. Reactionary. Self-love. You know, those of us that are working on ourselves really know that that's what it's about for real. And genuine self-love. Like, I genuinely love myself. I'm not putting on in any kind of way, you know, to fit in or to create a facade or a persona of uh, who I am. It's, you know, it's not only who I thrive to be, it's who I work towards being in most moments of the day. You know, I have no ill intent for anybody. I'm truly caring. It's not fake. You know, it's not to create ripples and you know, play mind games with people to try to uh, steal their essence or implant uh, you know, negative thoughts within my competitor's mind. You know, that, hell yeah, treat yourselves, but don't be messy. Treat yourself, but don't be messy. Don't be messy, Bessie. Star guidance at the bottom of the deck. For those of us that are trying to learn how to navigate the ripples of life, I don't know what it is about when I go outside and, you know, kind of stargaze or sky gaze. You know, it just, it's just something that I truly can't explain, but it does help me to think more positive and, you know, kind of reflect on self, you know. Nah. All right, let's move on to unfocused with the temperance. I only want one, but two tried to pop out. I overflow with energy. I overflow with the energy of creation. I bring peace to the world. So those of us that are, you know, on the high vibing portion of this reading, it's it's about, yeah, being that bringer of peace and being focused on your peace and understanding that you can be at peace and still, you know, serve is what I'm getting. Heart wisdom, yeah, listening to your heart chakra, knowing that you are enough. Because I feel like the fact that the misguided focus is more or less a defense mechanism because you're scared to soar and you see that the things that you're doing, you gain in momentum, so you kind of self-sabotage and create the stop and go with being unfocused and choosing to work on things that are on two total ends of, you know, the spectrum, that choosing energies that don't merge to with each other, but, you know, I'm hearing retract, but I'm seeing two magnets on the, you know, on the same side being pushed away from each other. So you fighting it, you know, you fighting against yourself. Energy is what I'm feeling. So let's get the one that I wanted for it. So keep trying to pop out. Let's get one energy on the unfocused or misdirected focus and temperance in the current position. One, please. Thank you. All right. More came out, but we're gonna take the fertile foundation. And the tangle flipped over too. we ain't gonna keep that because we know it's the two opposite ends of the things working, not working together. My apologies in advance, tribe, for the noise and stuff that y'all about to hear, and did hear previously. Um, you know, you know how that goes. So just please bear with me, bear with it. We gonna get the message out still. The neighbors is ignorant and other people ignorant too. But we left off with the Fertile Foundation coming out with the misguided focus, or the focus being on two total ends of opposite ends of the spectrum and being expected to work out. And that's the issue. You gotta get more like the temperance and learn how to balance things out without losing. An even exchange energy is what I'm getting. The I'm kind of glad the little stop happened. Excuse me for coughing in your ear. I'm kind of glad the little stop happened because I surely wasn't paying attention to the numbers. We had 2 7s before Fertile Foundation came out, which makes us have 3 7s. So I feel like that's a confirmation for those that are working on themselves, that that's that jackpot energy, and it's not necessarily with money. It could be with money, but it feels more of a learning and focusing on where you deposit your energy, you know where you're going to plant your energy seeds, you know um with this, with Fertile Foundation coming out there anyway. So it's more or less, you know don't don't worry about the competition. Even with this, it could, most people are gonna go ahead and do the comparison and the competition reactionary energy of what you see, reacting off what you see versus letting things play out. This When this came out, as y'all seen before, in a tangle flipped over and turned some other cards in reverse as well. I don't know how that kind of spin around happened, but it did. And I wasn't gonna keep it, as y'all seen before, but now I feel like I'm gonna keep it because I feel like it's a part of explaining that um, your ideas being on two total opposite ends of the spectrum is gonna create more problems than progression, because it's like, yeah, you can learn how to be a rodeo person and a farmer at the same time, but those are two difficult things, that take a substantial amount of time and effort and work and energy towards learning and being prosperous at it. Imagine how hard that would be, when you don't have to do that. Maybe the rodeo is for somebody else, because not, I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of farmers would necessarily want to be a rodeo person, too, like having those be the two full-time jobs that you have. That would be kind of demanding on the body, really, when you think about it, not to mention the mind. It's bringing me to the desire cup, the fire cup. Like, yeah, you fired up about it right now, but let's think about the emotions that are gonna come along with the challenges and the struggles of taking both of those two on at the same time. You are already having trouble back here, um, learning to navigate the ripples of life, learning when to exit stage left when something is not for you, learning what to leave behind with the Seven of Swords. That's the issue we already having back here with the routine and the reactionary um, strong energy. We moved away from being reactionary if we're actually um, wanting to focus on something, but just not knowing what to put the focus towards. Restricting. We don't want that. That weighs us down, which was at the bottom of the deck that didn't get to see before the interruption. Trying to take on too much at once, trying to carry too much at once. You know, Ten of Wands energy. You're bound to fall and drop everything, or be in a restrictive state. Both of them need help to get out of this situation. Both of them need support to be able to get out of this situation. Authenticity. It's more, focus on what it feels not, I don't want to say comfortable, um, cozy. Um, it's Beyonce song "Cozy" is coming in my head. Yeah, be authentic. Be focus on that thing that you do good and you like to do, and you would do whether or not you had any monetary gain at all. Like the things that feed your soul, the authenticity comes from there, from that. Those who, the reactionary energy, they haven't came around to the fact that that is only fun if you have something to win. I'm gonna say it for I don't know how long, much longer, but for there to be a competition, there must be a prize. There's rules of engagement, all kind of stuff. So it takes a agreement to be a competitor. Reactionary folks, leave folks alone that one declined your invite to the competition, or you haven't even sent the you know what you call them for the application. They way gave them the knowledge that there was a competition. Like, really, that's just more or less um yeah, delusions of grandeur. They reminded me. Yeah, like, no, focus elsewhere. You have the ability to focus. You're just focusing on the wrong things. You're not a plane. You're still in paragliding season. You know, sit down. Thank you, and move stage left. We talk about those who are, you know, really working through this, and their intentions and their focus is on internal competition. Don't try to tackle uh well, how can I put it in a soul perspective? Don't try to tackle shadow work and love and light energy at the same time when you are new to this. When you're new to it, like, you can't. It takes a while to merge the both, to know when to use each one, and even longer for you to come into harmony with being able to use those two and be one, become less reactionary, and two, be laser focused, precise, precision. That takes time. Be patient with yourself. You cannot compete in that arena. That's not a competition, because I guarantee you the other person does not, the prize won't be, it won't be worth it to you, and it shouldn't be worth it to the other party. The prize won't be worth it. And I also would like to, you know, kind of, you know what I mean, leave something here for you, for those who are, thinks everything is a competition. Think of competition in the sense of, you want their wins. You want the win of that person, because you're in, really at this point, competition alone, because everything is a competition to you. You don't know how to choose which arena you want to fight in. Think of having to take on the woes of their training for the competition. Do you even train for the competitions that you enter yourself into? I don't think that you do, because if you did, you don't train very hard. The wins are easy to you. One, because the other person is oblivious to that there is a competition, but it's also easy to you because you're the only one who knows the rules of engagement. You can change the rules as they go. So, that within itself is a problem, and the fact that you don't see that is a problem. We need to work on that. That's TT giving some tough love. Literally. All right, they want me to move on, because that's gonna be a blow to somebody, but I'm not even talking about them again. They just made me, yeah. I'm not even talking about them. I'm more or less speaking on my sister, who's no longer with us. You know how she speak. It's kind of, yeah. Basically remembering my sister, but realizing that this particular person may think that this song is about you, don't you? But it ain't. No, ma'am. This is about the energy, period, because that's what I've been feeling a lot and seeing a lot via social media, and two people that I engage with on social media said we're speaking on having invisible people having invisible competitions with them. So I'm not gonna say that, but I'm not talking about you, TT. Let's move on. Sorry, y'all, for the messiness. My bad. I do not be intending to do that, but it happened how it is. Hey, and we what authentic around here. I told y'all this ain't no internet facade or nothing to be played with. Sorry, not sorry if you're offended. But yeah, moving on. We gotta learn to focus precisely on the goal, the why, and not get distracted with the thank you, spiritual team, the shiny object syndrome. But let's get back to it. Let me get something on the paraglider and the Knight of Pentacles. The paraglider and Knight of Pentacles. What do we need to know about that? Oh, that's way too much. But look at the two cards that try to come. Oh no, Entangle already out there. Look at me. But authenticity tried to come back out. Oh man, my ass. Look. If it ain't. One thing is another. And guess what? We keeping it all authentic right there. It wasn't that much time. Check y'all view for y'all anyway. Oh, alright, there we go. That's good enough. I don't have my camera here. But yeah. Alright, let's go again on that. On the paraglider and the Knight of Pentacles, because that's not fair to the tribe. We talk about the tribe right now. Get on, lady. Alright. What the tribe need to know about the paraglider and Knight of Pentacles. Uh, Hold on, y'all. Motherfucker holding on. Give me just a second. Let's clear this out. Get that off of Royal. Purify the board. Let's purify the board. Damn, it's what, Thanksgiving Day? Shouldn't you be freaking starting to prepare the meal for your family, G? Come up out of my energy, boo boo. Excuse me, y'all. Let me clear the energy on my deck, please. Purify this energy off. No weapon formed. And we gonna move forward. Let's get something for the tribe. On the paraglider and the Knight of Pentacles. What we need to know about that. Way down at the bottom of the deck. Be decisive. Yeah. Being indecisive is what's weighing you down, what's preventing you from soaring. Being focused on the wrong stuff is what's holding you down to the earth energy. I treat myself to life and I am treated well by life. I bring joy to the world. I bring joy to the world came right back again. I bring peace to the world. Yeah, that's the energy, the high vibe and tribe want to be in. But it seemed like those and that other energy kind of trying to take hold on it and stand there, but we're not going to allow it. We need to know. Silent night. Yeah. Silent night, holy night. Well, all is warm, all is, what is this? Yeah, that's what they saying. They singing Silent Night. Be decisive. So, high vibe and tribe, it's they saying Kevin Hart, you wanna go night night? When you become decisive, when you become decisive, you gonna put these the bed like on night night. Sit your ass down. Now you know for sure it's not a competition in my world or in your world. Go to sleep. They see Big Ray's and Baby Boy. Cry for your mama. Oh Lord, yes. Like I'm already balanced air, and earth. Once this fire and desire I heard, but once this fire water energy commingle, baby, that's gonna be the empress. That's gonna be the emperor. That's gonna be, you know, the all encompass high priestess hierophant, freaking divine union energy within oneself, like ultimate power. Like, you know, you gotta have some power to put somebody to sleep. Trust me. Oh, that's probably why they talking about Rotimi too. Yeah, that reading probably gonna be off the chain. But yeah, you're gonna be able to rest easy, have vibrant tribe. Once you become decisive, I'm hearing vote on you, bet on you, bet it all on black, baby. Bet it all on black. Yeah. Be able to bend and be, learn how to navigate them waters and that fire, that desire and your emotions. Like the two kind of mirror each other, but again on opposite spectrums. Fire it can either be destructive or it can be helpful. Just like water, it can be destructive or it can be helpful. One is cool, one is hot. To merge the two together within yourself, like become less reactionary, like for real, that's what I'm getting from it. Is gonna be, yeah, ain't nothing gonna stop you. Authenticity is up under that, and then up under that is superhero. I'm Batman. Yeah. Yeah. The Joker's cake ain't gonna be able to fuck with you. Night night. Go night night. This is a natural connection. This is a genuine connection I'm trying to build with the divine. Not know what it looked like on the outside. It's deeper. It's deeper than what you're talking about over here. You wanna you know, uh I can't even think about it, but it's like several things popping up in my head in regards to basically being a show off, being a in competition energy, but always coming up short. Flashy. Yeah, juvie. Acting like a nigga that ain't never had shit. Saying this and that. Whatever. Yeah. Moving on. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need to be in that energy. We need to be released from that Eight of Swords self-sabotaging energy. Like, dead ass. Alright. I'm gonna close this out with a crystal. Astral Realm Crystal Oracle. Let's put a crystal on this. What's the overall message the high vibe tribe need to take away from this? And give a little something for those that need, those in the back that need for the voice to be raised. What we need to know? What crystal energy will be most helpful? Intention, heart chakra, moss agate. They came up earlier in the week. I think that came on one of them shorts too. So if you resonated with the short that was in, I think that was the one that had the two parts to it. If you resonate with that, it probably lined up. I'm gonna have to go back and see it, but that's, look, 4. We got the 4 too, 4 twice. But this is this would be Emperor Empress in reverse. This would be Emperor Empress in the upright. I'm saying them both, even though Empress is 3, just because it's non-binary, basically. So let me find it so I can read it to y'all. Again, like I said, excuse the what's going on, but I'm gonna wait for a second on that. I want the water to compete. I don't want the water to compete with me trying to read this. Bro, you can't make this shit up. Say no matter, even if you try, you know, even if they try to stop you, you just gotta keep going. Chariot energy. Really? Mm. Let's see. It would be um egotistical of me to just be like, oh, woe is me, and everything happened for a reason. That was a short I just did today too. Like everything happened for a reason. Just let it flow. Like when you live authentically, you know, either people gonna roll with it or they gonna roll on. So moss agate, heart chakra, intention. We got intuition, abundance, balance. Setting intentions is one of the most powerful ways to move forward from what may be holding you back. This practice is symbolic, like planting a seed and watching it evolve into your unique and divine human experience. An open heart is essential for allowing abundance from the universe to manifest in your experience. When your heart chakra is blocked with unresolved negative energy, you can be deflecting these gifts from the universe. In times when you're not fully aligned, open, or vibrating at the energetic level you should be in order to obtain what's been asked for, then embracing the energies of crystals and signifying and can significantly, help raise your vibrational frequency. Moss agate is a stone of emotional healing and is to resolve blockages and rebalance your heart chakra with green crystal energy. Moss agate, excuse me, here to guide you on your soul journey and aid you in clearly understanding your emotions. Harnessing the energy of Moss Agate allows you to align yourself with success, prosperity, and wealth and accept it all with an open heart. Moss Agate will also aid you in boosting your self esteem and confidence and release you from detrimental habits. Without letting go, you can't move forward. The activation guidance they have is visualize glowing green crystal energy radiating from your heart center. Let this vibration light fill you with joy, happiness, and all other positive emotions you don't allow yourself to feel. Let these emotions come and go freely, removing built up blockage. Repeat this exercise daily. The quote they have is, my heart is open to receive abundance and gifts from the universe, and I allow my intentions to come from fruition. Baby, cut it out. At the bottom of the deck, we got curiosity, Jupiter in uh, apothelite. I can't pronounce that. But Jupiter is retrograde right now. Also, it's giving me, don't let the curiosity turn into competition, because that's usually where it starts. You're curious about a particular person, um, and then your curiosity turns into obsession, which turns into that, you know, energy of, I need to compete with them because they're just such a star. They're just such a light that I feel inferior to them. So let's create a competition which in which only I can win. You know, that's not active heart chakra energy. That's blocked heart chakra energy, and the not being able to deal with your emotions. You know, so if that didn't bring it full circle, then I don't know what would have. Um, Interruptions and all. I hope you all enjoyed this reading, got something, took something away from it, it resonated in some way, shape, or form. But if it didn't, like I always say, maybe next time. But until next time, I love you. I wish you the best. I want you to vibe as high as you can. I want your light to shine as bright as possible, as bright as the moon with the starkest full moon energy. And until next time, peace.